The reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week, who not only led the team in receiving against Washington, he led the team in rushing as well, with 68 yards on the ground. Williams in the backfield, he gets the call straight ahead, and he's in. Jamal Williams, touchdown Detroit.
That's exactly what he does when they get in the red zone. It's Jamal.
Well, Amon-Ra St. Brown got him down there. Jamal Williams caps it off. Speaking of Amon-Ra St. Brown, his Brown getting things done. Scrimmage yardage for the St. Brown boys, 41 yards for Equiminius on that one. And the Bears are working with that 3-0 lead and the ball into Houston territory. Check in at Gillette Stadium, home opener for the New England Patriots, 1-1 against the equally 1-1 Baltimore Ravens. And J.K. Dobbins, welcome back to football. It's been over 600 days since J.K. Dobbins was on an NFL game field in the regular season. Had the horrible knee and hamstring injury suffered in preseason last year, but back in the lineup today after missing the first 2 weeks of the season. We'll watch him and the Ravens offense working.
Feels confident being on the field on game day.
Try to get that run game going. 2nd down and 5. Patriots bring in pressure. Jackson throws high for Andrews, who bails him out with a one-handed grab and a 1st down on his 3rd catch of this drive.
That's a 1st down in the red zone for the Baltimore Ravens. Drive continues on the right side of your screen. Tennessee and the Raiders. Las Vegas in the red zone. Back and forth. Baltimore, Las Vegas.
Very interesting to see how they're making up for his production.
From the Titans 11, it's Jacobs. Inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. David Long Jr. made the
Inside the New England 15. More pressure. Jackson slides up and goes down. Dietrich Wise gets to him.
And as you would expect,
is giving them down here in the red zone. You love to see Derek Carr. He's going to figure out a way to create these one-on-one matchups. And then you have Devontae Adams right there in the slot going against possibly a rookie.
Carr to the outside on 2nd down. Darren Waller makes his first catch of the game. And he's forced out of bounds just inside the 4-yard line.
And there you line is your rotation. And Dietrich Wise just stays out there almost the entire game.
Yeah, what rotation. You saw McCary getting on the cart. Jackson again finds a man. It's a crossing Ricard. And he's inside the 10. Close to a 1st down. Jabril Peppers with the tackle.
Yeah. Raiders can pick up a 1st without scoring. Now Las Vegas empties the backfield on 3rd down. Carr rolling right, looking end zone. He throws, and Waller unable to hang on.
Yeah, someone was wrong. Waller and Adams were in the same area when Derek Carr threw that football.
That's a one-time D lineman. 3rd down and 1, and they work out of an empty set. It's Jackson with a shovel pass. It's Andrews for the touchdown. His 4th catch of the drive. And Baltimore strikes first.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
Lamar Jackson, a sensational game last week in the loss and the 4th quarter collapse for the Baltimore Ravens. Here he is with a 1st quarter touchdown in New England. And on the right side of your screen, that's a chippy there for Daniel Carlson. 21 yards, that's good. Both teams on the board in Tennessee. Titans 7, Raiders 3. We'll watch the shovel pass to the tight end Mark Andrews, the leading touchdown scorer out of the tight end position from 2021, back in the end zone here. And then an update here on the Bengals and Jets. Would you believe Joe Flacco starts the day as a top 3 passer in the NFL in terms of yards? It's true. Of course, he had to come from behind in a couple of games the Jets have had so far, and that man looks like it's a good, well-spent 1st-round pick. Garrett Wilson with a 23-yard completion. Flacco 3 of 4 for 27 yards on the drive, which would end with a Greg Zuerlein 50-yarder. Bengals 7, Jets are on the board with the field goal. Back in the NFC South matchup here, you've got Jameis Winston quarterbacking the Saints, handing off to Alvin Kamara, who came into the day with a rib injury and gets the ball stripped out of his hands in the backfield. The recovery comes to Marquise Haynes, and that's a scoop and score. Penalty on the play, which we'll check in just a second, but Alvin Kamara was questionable coming into the game. They're trying to get him the touches early in the first quarter. Apparently healthy enough to be in there, but getting the ball ripped away, and the penalty is against the Saints. Declined, and a defensive touchdown. Come back live to Indianapolis, a home team fans on their feet for a third and passing distance for Patrick Mahomes.
That's the loudest spot for a quarterback on the road.
3rd and 7 from the end zone to Kelsey, and he stops short. Gilmore, the former NFL Defensive Player of the Year, as a member of the Patriots, holds them to 6. They needed 7 for the first.
Well, this was our star matchup of the game. I just really thought if you're going to play a lot of man-to-man on 3rd down, teams get destroyed by Kelsey. You need some kind of a special player.
What a tackle.
You just see that special player just turned it into a 3-and-out right there.
You mentioned 3-and-outs. The Colts led the NFL in forcing 3-and-outs through 2 weeks with 8. They've already...
All right, so Kansas City going to punt from their own end zone. Here is why they were back to the wall. Remember Sky Moore muffed the punt on the first Colts punt? Well, this is the second Colts punt, and no, just bailed out right there. Didn't even try and field it. Little shaky on special teams for the punt return team for Kansas City. Ball went down to the 1-yard line. Mahomes, as you saw, couldn't get the first down. So Kansas City going to punt, and the Colts will get the football. I did not see where the punt went to. I'll get you that distance in a second. Yeah, it went to Indianapolis's 42-yard line. So Colts playing the field position game and playing it well so far. Back to South Florida. Amy on the doorstep will get you right back for 2nd down. You've got Carson Wentz, another top 3 passing quarterback in terms of passing yards in the league. Curtis Samuel's had a nice start to the season. Number 10 gobbles that one in for a 1st down on a 16-yard gain for the Commanders, who are still scoreless with Philadelphia, approaching the 3-minute mark at FedEx Field. Clean catch. Bengals 0-2 to start the season, and this feels like nothing's a must-win in Week 3, but no Super Bowl loser has ever gone 0-3 the next year and made the playoffs in the subsequent year. Jamar Chase with a catch and a fumble, they're ruling this. Calling this a catch and a fumble as, he started to tuck it and make a football move. The Bengals so sloppy with the football so far this year. Came into the day -4 takeaway giveaway, tied for the worst in the league. 4th and short, the Colts are going for it. Fake the handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Matt Ryan smashed on his back. Ball is loose, and that's going to go over to Kansas City. There was a scoop and score opportunity, but obviously it was 4th down, so that is Kansas City football. Where was the pass protection on that play?
Touchdown. And the Miami Dolphins have cashed in on the fumble by Josh Allen.
And that's the first touchdown for any Miami Dolphin running back this year. The Bills and the Dolphins didn't have any touchdowns from anyone in their backfield out of the running back position prior to this game. Singletary's got one. Chase Edmonds has one. Huge hole on the play, and the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying it up. And we're going to double box in the Houston Texans, who are knocking at the door in the red zone, almost goal to...
You lost the leverage. You were a little bit higher than him, so now you gave the big man leverage and everything. And that thing is just collapsing down, nowhere to go. As you pointed out, Joe, I mean, he ran into a wall. I mean, he bounced back on that one.
Well, you said it. I mean, the low man wins. Pierce is already way lower. He's 6 foot tall. Henry's 6'5" and gives up 100 pounds, and it looked every bit like that there. So 2nd and 16. Jones out of the gun, which has been a tell pass for the Patriots. He will run. Mac Jones slides down, shy the 20. And 3rd down coming up. And you touched on it. It's going to be harder to run the ball out of shotgun. But it is very obvious what the Patriots are doing through 2 games based on whether he's in.
Jordan Akins, and here comes 3rd and 12 for Mac Jones. I misspoke. I thought it was defensive holding against the Ravens. That was offensive holding against the Patriots, which brought him back and is going to force a field goal attempt by New England. We're going to double box into Kansas City Chiefs. Look at the replay on the right side of your screen. Mahomes, Kelsey, a near touchdown pass, gets tackled down inside of the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, KC, and you know they're one of the most creative teams in football when they get 1st and goal to go inside the 5.
From the 3-yard line, what are they going to do here? To the end zone. Touchdown strike. It is.
7 of 8, 112 yards.
Titans in the red zone.
From the 14-yard line on 1st down, catch is made, and tackled at the 1-yard line is Burks. Gain of 13.
This is just a nice play, nice throwing catch.
2 guys to be low, covering a flat route, but that's Mahomes' head right there. You just saw a great shot by our team.
1st down for the Titans.
Titans quickly back up to the line on 1st and goal. Henry, he's in, touchdown.
And once you get down the goal line, it's no doubt big dose of Derrick Henry. See Jonathan Abram trying to come off the edge. Chandler Jones tried to get him, but he is too big and too strong. Gets in, barrels in for that touchdown.
14-3 Titans. Another 75-yard drive.
So Kansas City scores in the red zone. The Chiefs missed the extra point. Matt Amendola is in for the injured Harrison Butker as Kansas City's kicker. So it's Colts 7, Kansas City 6. The Patriots-Ravens game has gone to the end of the 1st quarter. You're not missing the field goal attempt for New England. We're at the end of the 1st quarter here. Okay, we dipped in on the Eagles because they are in the red zone, as you see, but we'll bookmark that game, come back in 3 minutes after the commercial timeout. In the meantime, you got a field goal attempt for the New York Jets to make it a 1-point game. Got a little English there and brought it back inside. Zerline is 2 for 2. It's 7-6 Bengals in East Rutherford. 7-7 here after the Dolphins touchdown drive. Bills have the football again, and we have bookmarked that New England, what we assume will be a field goal attempt to start the 2nd quarter at Gillette Stadium.
Second courts.
Dipping in real briefly on the Panthers and Saints. Start of the 2nd quarter is underway in Gillette. Do we want to grab this New England Nick Folk field goal attempt? Yeah, let's show it to you here.
He's already tied it. And now the 37-year-old in his 15th year from 34 yards, trying to get the Patriots on the board. Automatic, Darrell, never in doubt. 57 straight make from under 50 yards, an NFL record. He hasn't missed inside 50 since the 2020.
All right, so most teams now have points except for both teams in the Commanders-Eagles game and the Minnesota Vikings, as well as the New Orleans Saints. 4th and inches, Dan Campbell, he likes to go for it on 4th downs. 4th and inches, and the Lions pound their way through, and it's Jamal Williams again, the touchdown scorer for the Lions, and one of the spiritual team leaders for that Hard Knocks Lions team, as you saw on HBO in the preseason, moves the sticks on 4th and very short. How about Amon-Ra St. Brown coming around as a lead blocker from the wide receiver position? Okay, Lions.